Welcome everyone. In this video we will introduce you to the Arduino. In this video we just say hello to Arduino and study the working of its component later in the course. So first of all, there is a confusion in students that this board is an Arduino, but actually it was Arduino product. Arduino was actually a company that manufactured these boards. They designed their hardware as well as software. This one is just a product of Arduino known as Arduino Uno SMD-R3 and is the most popular one. That's why we just use the word Arduino for it. Now let's get familiar with the Arduino. So if we go on the design, then it's Arduino Uno with the Uno printed on the top right, and here is the logo. Now here you can see the black ports, and these black ports are known as pins, or we can say that Arduino pins. And as you can see that on the left we have 18 pins, out of which pin number 17 and 18 is of no use and other are labeled with numbers. So pin number 2 to 13 are known as digital pins. And on the same side we have a ground pin and a AREF pin, that is pin number 14 and 15. The ground pin is used to ground the circuit, or for easiness you can imagine it's the negative terminal of the battery. The ARF pin is used to provide reference voltage for input voltage. Now these 12 pins are used to provide input or output to or from the Arduino. In this pin you can connect sensors, motor shields and etc. Here at the beginning you can see two more pins, that is 0 and 1, labeled as RX and TX pin. The RX pin, or we can say that 0 pin, is known as serial in and the other one is serial out. These pins are used to link directly via USB. So these are also known as transmit and receiving pins. Now one last thing about the left side pin is that there is a symbol around pin number 3, 5, 6, 9 and 11, and this denotes that this digital pin provide 8-bit PWM output with the analog write. And if you are a beginner, you did not able to understand what I say, but you will able to, so don't worry about that. And also the working of all these pins will be discussed again later. And now we have a combination of these 6 pins at 2 places on the board. These are used as reference pins for programming. If you do not want to use the USB plug, you can use a USB programming module which can directly build the sketch on Arduino, but they are typical to use, so I suggest you to prefer USB plug. And now this black IC is known as the Arduino brain, which is based on Atmega 328P microcontroller. Now here on the right we have 6 analog pins. After that, above this we start with a voltage pin, and that is followed by 2 ground pins, and after that is a 5-volt power pin followed by a 3.3 power volt pin. After that this is a reset pin, and at last we have a IC reference pin. Again the working of these will be explained later while we work on them, because you did not able to understand all this instantly. Now after this is a important part of Arduino, which is a black port as you can see here, and is known as a power connector of Arduino, by which we can provide power to the Arduino. There are 2 ways to provide power to the Arduino, either by the port or by USB plug directly from your computer. And this USB plug is also used to link the Arduino to the PC. And there are other different ways to provide power to the Arduino also, that is by their shields and directly power to the voltage pins, and about that we will study later as we do the practicals. Now there are 2 more different components on the board which are not used by us, or we can say that we cannot use them, but they are very important part. So first is this silver covered block known as clock. It's a 16 MHz clock. And then this is black component, it looks like a MOSFET, is known as USB converter crystal. And after this, let me introduce you to some other products by Arduino, or we can say the types of Arduino. So here are some I found on Wikipedia. Again the most popular one is Arduino Uno, and this one is Arduino Nano, which is the mini version of Uno. And then this one is Arduino Mega, which is the mega version of Uno. Now one more here, Arduino Leonardo, which is the most good looking Arduino and is upgraded version of Uno. It has a USB port instead of A to B type of cable. And here is a one known as Arduino Lilipad. It's a underwater microcontroller. After this I want to tell you how to power the Arduino. I forgot to mention it before. So you can just use a 9-volt battery with a connector to connect it to the Arduino, but if you are using motors then 9V is not enough and you have to use a rechargeable battery, or either a 12-volt power adapter. And the rechargeable batteries are LiPo batteries, so if you want to use them, don't use more than 18V because it will burn out the Uno. Now if you want to buy Arduino, then you can buy it from any e-commerce website at approx $7 to $8, as it is available at $7 to $8 in my country, and I don't have any idea about others. But it's also available on their official Arduino website, which is arduino.cc. and also where you can find very interesting stuff that are projects built by others, those who buy the Arduino. And also news updates about hardware and software products will be displayed here by Arduino. And at the top bar menu you can find many options like education software, from where you can learn about Arduino software and their libraries, codes, etc. Now if you want to know where Arduino is used, then you can use here some example. Here is used in electrical robots. There are many you can see also. And now here in agriculture, many robots and projects make agriculture activities easy. Here are in some medical purpose. Now there is a confusion in students that either I have to go for Arduino or not. So if you are an electrical or electronic students, that you must have to study Arduino, because it's a very necessary subject and a very interesting topic by which you can build any of the project you want to. And if you are a hobbyist, then it's also good for you. Nowadays most of the engineer uses Arduino to build their sketches first, and after that they use other microcontroller to run out the sketch, and then they build the machine that they require. Also you can do anything with the Arduino. If you want to be a good engineer or want to be successful in electronics or electrical engineering, then it's a good startup. If you try to build different projects for companies, etc., then you may get selected easily for a job, and in any resume you may add your skills and projects you have built up. So in the next modules we will learn about some basic components like breadboard, jumper wires, etc. So thank you for watching.